just a little forward on this episode. This is an episode that we recorded right before MCM Expo with Nathan from Koei. Parts of it were cut out, obviously, because we're re-recording parts of the episode, but there's a lot of it that is relevant information. So we do talk about Warriors Orochi and we talk about Ryza, and we do have a lot of fun. So I didn't want this episode to go to waste. It's been heavily edited though. Bear in mind, we did record this outside. We recorded this underneath the stairs in the Koei office because they didn't have a meeting room. They actually kicked us out of the meeting room because it's like a shared communal space. So they kicked us out of the meeting room. So this was an episode that we recorded underneath the stairs. So if you see me and Nathan joke around about that on Twitter, that's the reason why. I'm just opening this joke out to you guys so you understand. We were taking ages to reschedule because of the coronavirus. It's all a bit of a mess, and we can't obviously visit people in person. Everything has to be done from self-isolation, so bear that in mind. We do talk about a couple of games, Ryza, Warriors Orochi. We don't talk about Fairy Tail in this episode because there is another Fairy Tail episode coming along in the coming weeks, so stay around for that if you want to know some Fairy Tail information. Yeah, without further ado, here is the episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, welcome to Get Life Podcast. We're recording today in a reception, and it's not the oddest place I've recorded, but I mean it's something, I guess. I'm here today with Nathan.
Hello, how are you?
From Koei Tecmo. Well, there's only one Nathan, I guess.
Is there? Am I the only Nathan?
You're the only Nathan in the world.
Wow, that's an honor. I feel
that
like
is, yeah.
I should be glad to have that.
Yeah.
Thank you for recording with us. It's good to have you in the reception of our office building.
It's because you guys don't have a meeting room. What's up with that? Every other gaming company has a meeting room, but Koei doesn't. What's about that?
You know what? I have no clue. I actually thought we owned the entirety of this building when I came to my first interview.
You're like, oh, wow, Koei.
I was like, we must be in the PR room, and they're like, so this is the office, and I was like, oh, I get it. The PR office. They're like, no, the office.
This is the whole office. It's
okay.
It's just one room.
So I was stand by this. It's a lovely office. We've got tons of cool secret things up there.
Yeah, which I've never seen.
You've never seen.
Which I'll never see.
We have video games up there.
See, the funny thing is, right, I went to Marvelous, and I'm not comparing Marvelous to Koei. I'm comparing it. But I went to Marvelous twice, and they had some insane stuff. They got massive mouse pads. You guys don't have that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you do.
I'll leave your mind to wander.
You know, I'll tell you something. I was recording with Scott at Marvelous, and I've got this boom arm here. He brought, you know, the massive mouse pad that they have that they made for Senran Kagura?
Yeah.
He slammed it on the table.
And
it actually, I went home and I saw that it cracked down the middle. And this is a metal boom arm. So I had to buy a new one. So Marvelous, you guys owe me a new boom arm.
Scott, you need to get on the line. Call us now and repay Bush's boom stand.
That's it.
But I didn't realize they weighed that much. That's ridiculous.
It was. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what one you're on about, and I'm amazed it still weighs enough to break like a metal boom stand.
Yeah, I think it was the vibration; it couldn't handle it. But you know they make Koei ones as well.
They do in Japan. I have seen them when I went to TGS. We had them all on sale.
On sale? How much were they? Did you buy one?
I did not buy one. I promise. I do have one at home. I think when I first started one of
the big ones or the small ones?
No, like a normal size.
See, I've got three of them. I've got three. I've got actually, I've got a Senran Kagura one.
Okay.
I've got Momiji from DOA 5.
Best girl. Well, one of the best girls.
No.
She's no Kasumi.
No. Yeah, I've got the Kasumi one as well.
Okay.
I've been trying to get the Ayane mouse pad.
Okay. That's a hint. It's not working.
What?
That's a hint. It's not working. I've got no Ayane mouse pads over here.
What do you mean?
Mouse pads? I thought you wanted a mouse pad.
I thought you said she's not best girl. That's what I heard.
Oh, no. Like, if you want her to be best girl, I can let her be best girl. For the day.
For the day.
Yeah, for the day.
It was her birthday recently.
It was.
Yeah.
See?
Well, by the time this goes out, this is December, but it was her birthday
a few months ago.
Yeah.
When is it now? We need to do it for reference. It's like September, October.
We're actually recording in October the 4th.
So it is near her birthday now.
It's near her birthday now.
It won't be soon. You got a good collection. That's a good collection of the mouse pads.
Good collection. You know who started it off?
Was it
Chin.
I thought it was Chin.
Chin gave me one mouse pad, and he was just like, "Bish, there you go." And I was like, "No way!" And then he gave Georgina the Momiji one because she's a Momiji. Okay. She's a big fan of Momiji.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm taking both these mouse pads." And then everywhere I go, they just give me mouse pads. I went to Marvelous, they gave me a mouse pad.
You should frame them all and put them on like a wall or something. That would be really cool, like a collection.
I've tried doing that. They just fall down.
They are comfortable to use. Like, to be fair, they are very comfortable.
They are. So, although the big ones is just white, You have to use it like that.
I've never used one, but I imagine they're awkward as hell.
Do you know Scott? Right,
Yeah.
he uses it to put his controllers. So he keeps his controllers on the mouse
I
pad.
use it. That's amazing. I never.
The massive mouse pad.
Yeah, you just use them for controller stands.
Yeah, because he said he can't use it. It's so difficult to use.
you need to have really big wrists.
Yeah.
So
No,
I guess it works.
you could probably rest your leg on it.
That's
I guess
too insane. If I had my leg on my desk, like up near my laptop while working,
you probably get fired. I guess.
Yeah, I'll just be really uncomfortable. I couldn't write a press release like that.
Maybe you can. Maybe you do, and we don't know this.
Maybe this is a secret why I can't have you upstairs. Maybe
That is why.
That could be why, right?
Yeah.
You'll never know what goes on while
Maybe
I
you're
write
writing
them.
press releases underwater, and we
I'm
don't
writing
know.
them right now. Just in the
I wouldn't be
background.
surprised. You do a lot of work for Koei.
It's my job, man.
It's a lot.
I love it. I
But
wouldn't have it
let's
anyway.
get back into the episode because we've been talking about stupid stuff. I mean, I just want to start off that we've got sponsors for this episode.
Oh, we do.
We do. We've got Crunchyroll, as always, as last time, and we got Japan Crate. And every time I go out to these recordings, I give gifts.
Oh, he does.
And Nathan, what did I bring this time?
So much candy. I don't even know what half of this candy is, but I've just come back from Japan and I couldn't fit half the candy I wanted in my suitcase. And Fish has come with like a world supply of candy, like Kit Kats.
This is gonna last you at least a month.
At least today.
At least today.
I know what the office is like. These
Yeah.
will go so fast.
Yeah, I
It's
would
amazing.
imagine.
It's like limited edition Kit Kats. I don't know what half of these are. Mango and butter crisps.
There's some weird stuff in the Japan crates. Don't get me wrong. There's some weird stuff, but it's great.
They all look amazing though. Like Japan advertising and like packaging just always looks so nice.
I'll be honest with you. The packaging is just on another level.
I know,
Look,
it's crazy.
look at these. Do these
Well, I haven't
need to
seen
be wrapped in cellophane?
What are these? Can I have
There are. No, they're not cigarettes.
Oh, they're like chewy like grape candies.
Yeah, they're grape candies, but it's
I choose.
it's a crossover between Choco Balls and
that's very cool.
Haichu. I don't know if you know Haichu.
I like Haichu. Yeah.
So that's basically Haichu,
Oh, okay.
but they're flavored like Choco Balls.
Morinaga. I'm in. I will be in so many of them.
Yeah. So we got quite a lot of stuff. Actually,
We've even got like some gum with tattoos. I'm gonna put them on today.
Yeah, we got
So-
some edgy gum.
It's got a skull and crossbone that says
I
death on
think
it. Like that's all about
The
me.
gum is like really small pieces of gum. It's like it's like Wrigley size.
I can't
And
see
it's
the
just-
gum.
It's mainly just tattoos. You got like death with skull and bones.
That's my lifestyle. That is death.
The
skull and
goth
crossbones.
lifestyle. And then you got a kiss as well.
A kiss.
A kiss.
I'll gift that to Bish after the interview.
Oh, nice.
There's loads of great stuff. Like Japan Creative sorted you out.
They always sort me out.
They've even got my favorite drink, the Lipton milk caramel tea.
And this is a special bottle as well. It's a Halloween theme.
It is. I
Halloween.
love that Japan's Halloween game is strong.
They are
compared to
very
ours.
strong. Yeah, I was like, oh man, there's no. Everyone's promoting Christmas now, and I'm like, oh man.
I don't
Welcome
like
to
it. Like
Halloween.
I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not Christmas yet. Like
Christmas is a bit overrated.
we're like November. Like if you want to do Christmas stuff in like end of November, go for it. But like in September,
I think
October,
Christmas stuff should just be reserved only for December.
December, I'm fine with that. But I mean,
Other
like
than
it's
that-
Halloween. Let
Yeah.
Halloween shine.
Yeah, let it shine.
It's got half an aisle at Morrison's up the road, and we've got like 2 Christmas aisles.
Yeah, and
It's
then
nowhere near Christmas.
one Halloween stand.
Yeah, but I like Halloween. Like we had some candies in Japan when we was at TGS, and it was like trick or treat candies. So you got one out, and one of them had wasabi in the middle, was like the gummy center.
Oh yeah,
And others were like treat ones,
You
like
know,
orange.
there are some.
Oh, there's
like
some of
that.
them in there.
But not wasabi ones. They've got I think there's some gums, like actual like gumballs that are like incredibly sour, but you don't know which one it is. Some are sweet and then some are just really
'Cause
sour.
I had them when I was off sick the other week, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'm gonna recover with some sweets.
Yeah.
Because I've been dieting, I've had no sweets, and then I had one with wasabi, and I was like, I have made the worst mistake.
Didn't you?
Watching TV, laying there really
Didn't you
ill.
like it though?
It was lovely afterwards.
Yeah, I
but
would
like when
imagine.
you're not expecting it,
You're like, oh, what
you're
is
just like,
this?
what the hell is going on? And it was nice. It was actually
It was
alright,
great,
you know.
yeah.
Pumpkin wasabi flavor was.
That sounds disgusting.
It's
Pumpkin
better
and
than
wasabi.
it sounds.
There's some combinations, like I said, mango and butter. I don't know what that is.
I would
what
never
combination
rub
that is.
butter on a mango and eat it. Let's put it that way.
Maybe,
But I'd like
maybe
to
it's
know.
great. Maybe someone in Japan has tried it and it was like, this is a great idea.
I feel like if they were like poppadoms, maybe that could be like
Oh yeah,
interesting.
like,
but
like
they look
mango
more like
chutney. They're just crisps. They
Yeah.
they're actually just crisps.
Like, I'm all over mango chutney. But this is amazing. Like Japan Creative, it's so nice. Thank you guys for giving us so many treats. The office will constantly eat them and beg for more.
Oh, I thought you said you're not giving them to the office.
Well, you know, no one has to know. When this goes live, they'll find out, I guess. So, guys, if you've got no treats,
Also, Japan Crate, sort out our guy Nathan. Sort him out. You're listening to this, just sort him out. Just do a like Koei Tecmo Japan Crate collab.
Yeah, boy.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Hit up my digits. Hit up my DMs. Slide into those DMs.
Please
Is
don't.
that the phrase that kids use?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure. I'm not young enough
It's,
anymore. I feel like I've aged since.
How old are you, Nathan? If you don't mind
I
me
am
asking.
25 this year.
Nathan, we're the same age, but I look like I'm 40. So
You've got the beard though. I shave my
got the
beard
beard,
quite a lot. I
yeah.
feel like if you got rid of your beard, it might. I shaved just for you.
I
last night.
had someone ask me. They were like, "Oh, how's your wife and kids, sir?" I'm like, "I'm not even
wife
married.
and kids.
I'm not even married."
Do they not at least check like the finger? Usually you check the finger for the ring before you
No.
talk about wife and kids.
You know, I think it's when you have the beard, they just assume that you're married and you
really?
get depressed, and that's why you grow in the beard.
Dude, I got ID'd for a Monster energy drink the other day.
See,
like,
you're lucky.
What's
you
that
look,
all about?
You look young.
I don't think I do though.
Also, I need for Monster Energy drink. That means they thought you were under 16, Nathan.
Yeah, like they looked at me and was like, "Can we have some idea?" I was like, "I'm definitely like above 16. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you can doubt that."
I've got a beard. They're like,
And I was like, I'm literally here with like a meeting document in my hand, my beard. I'm like, I don't think a 16-year-old could look this like adult, but
maybe they can.
there we go.
You
I've
never
been
know.
ID'd more than once for that as well. So.
You're a lucky guy. I've never been ID'd.
Never ID'd.
Never been ID'd.
What?
Never been.
Shave the beard, go to Morrison's, buy a Monster.
Shave the beard. Go to Morrison's.
Clean shave though, you gotta fully get rid of it. Like no
That's the
stubble.
problem, Nathan, because as soon as I shave it, as soon as I go out, it grows again.
Does it?
Yeah, so I'll shave in the morning and then I'll get stubble by nighttime.
That's actually
It's
insane.
annoying. I don't like it.
People would want that on their forehead so they can have hair for the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah, that would
we
be
need to
great.
like get that off of your beard.
Yeah, definitely.
Share it with the world.
Definitely. I wouldn't mind doing that, to be honest with you. But
That's
I'm
the
not
world.
I'm not going bald, so I'm
You're
fine.
not. That's what I mean.
the
So
most
like, you've got the youthful hair. You just got like the bushy as hell beard as well.
But in case I do go bald,
oh,
you know, I just
yeah.
shave it and then get some scotch
Reverse
tape.
head, just spin it around.
There you go.
You could like copyright all this. It could be your thing.
You know what? I'm gonna cut this out in case someone steals my idea.
This will be confidential information.
That's
just for
it.
Bish.
But we're actually here to talk about games.
We are.
We
We've talked
should
about a lot
be.
of other stuff, but we are
talk
talking
about
games.
sponsors and stuff, and you can go check them out. Links will be in the description. And we'll also do ad breaks as well, just so you guys know. But yeah, Koei. So you said you were at TGS.
I was.
How was it? How was
TGS?
TGS?
Was amazing. It was. So this is my second TGS actually. I should probably say.
Oh, okay.
So this year we went mainly for the big announcement of Fairy Tail, which is the cool anime game we talked about kind of last time. It's one of the games you wanted. to come
I
out.
mean, we didn't talk about it. I mean, it's just
It was one of the
you
games.
asked us what
yeah, we
games
asked what
you wanna
games you
see.
wanted, right?
It's funny though because we suggest the games that we suggested we kind of got.
Oh damn!
So I mean, we suggested Fairy Tail, we got it. Persona, I said Persona, and we kind of got that.
Maybe the dev teams listen to this podcast.
I
and
hope so.
specifically,
Don't hype me up.
Specifically,
Don't
make the
hype me
games
up.
you want, Bish.
Don't hype me up because if Koei does that, I'll just ask for everything. You know what? I'm gonna ask for now. Koei,
Oh no!
please. No, you're gonna say no. You're gonna forward it. It's a guys, don't.
Do not make
Listen
the
to what he's saying.
following games that Bish recommends.
You know what? I was gonna ask for Dynasty Warriors 10.
Hey, you know what?
You know
I
what?
would beg for
gonna
that
ask
too.
for. I was gonna ask for like Gundam, the new Gundam. Well, that's Bandai.
Yeah, Bandai did that. I don't know actually where that one falls because like I don't think there's been one in like a few years now. Though, so.
No, it's weird because it's like Koei develops them.
Yeah, it's kind of like
But
we've
they
been doing
publish
with
them.
the other games because we've had tons of games like Dragon Quest Builders 2, Fire Emblem, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. So
I'm not a fan of Ultimate Alliance 3, but
it's such a good game.
I
Always
forgot
tap
what I
on
was
the
gonna
table.
say. I was.
You
Fire
gasped Fire Emblem.
Emblem.
You gasped the Fire Emblem.
I love Fire Emblem.
Great game, right?
I love it. It's my first Fire Emblem game.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was just like, this game is so good. And I could tell it was made by Koei. I was like, yeah, this kind of feels like a Koei game. I'm not gonna lie, because before that, obviously you guys had Dynasty Warriors, Godseekers, right?
Yeah.
So I can feel a lot of the same sort of gameplay elements in that Fire Emblem. And obviously,
Yeah.
not playing a Fire Emblem game before, I was like, oh, this is like Godseekers, right? That's
Yeah,
great. I like that. So I got that kind of vibe with it. But
Did you try Warriors as well? Fire Emblem Warriors.
I
when that
have
came out?
not.
So it's got very similar kind of style, like kind of
Yeah.
strategy bits you can do before the Warriors. Muso
Obviously,
did.
I haven't seen that. It's so difficult to find as well. Like you can't find that game.
Oh,
anywhere.
really?
Yeah, because they were selling it in clearance in Argos because it's quite an old game. at
It's
this
like
point.
2 years old now, I think. Like a
Yeah,
Switch
so
launch game.
They were like what £20. You can't find them anywhere.
oh wow, okay.
So it's a good price, but I can't find it.
But yeah, like we've done like a really nice selection of like collab games this year. It's sad I don't get to work on them once. I'll be honest with you. I work on the other titles, but like it's good to be able to play them and like not have worked on them in a way.
Oh, yeah, of
Because, you know,
course.
there's like a nice separation.
Yeah,
between
you
the
kind of
two.
feel proud. You're like, oh, Koei made this, but
What
I don't
the
have to deal
fuck?
with any of this.
But that's kind of like how it was for TGS because obviously we had Fairy Tail, like the new Atelier Ryza. We had Warriors Orochi for Ultimate. All amazing. I love those games. I'm so happy I'm working on them. And then we had like a massive Neo 2 section. And like
I forgot about Neo
love
2.
Neo. We worked on the PC version. Sony obviously had a contract for number 1 to publish it. and they're publishing number 2. So like,
So
I kind of just
who's
got to
publishing that? Is it
Sony are publishing this one again,
Okay.
so it's nothing to do with me, I'm afraid. But I got to admire an awesome, like a massive statue of the main protagonist.
Oh yeah, it's the same protagonist or different?
No, so it's like
It's
a
not William
custom
anymore.
character, is my impression. So I played like the
okay.
demo build we had there.
Okay.
I know nothing about this game. I should actually clarify. So it had like the guy was like half Oni, half human, and you can like
Wow.
use the powers in back.
Oh,
It was
wow.
really cool.
That
like,
sounds pretty
I'm
cool. I'm
in.
not gonna lie to you.
I just wish, like, I'm gonna beg some people at Sony, if you want to hit me up with some Neo 2 alpha testing, I'm in. I'll test whatever you want.
I don't think Sony listens to this podcast.
I'll send it to my contact at Sony.
Huh?
Hey Sony, hit me up. No, yeah, Neo 2 was really good, and it was really cool to see the statue. Like, I really wanted to steal it. It was like bigger than the reception, like probably above the
Quick
stairs.
question: where do you think they go afterwards? They just go back to the office? Or?
I remember there was like rumors that they were just gonna like get rid of it, like store it somewhere, like not get rid of it,
I
like
thought
store
they were
it
just
somewhere.
gonna throw it in a wood chipper.
I think no, can you imagine this wood chipper? I think Sony actually took it back to their office because
Okay.
Sony are publishing this one, right?
Makes sense.
But we had a Ryza statue as well. Atelier Ryza, we had like a really nice statue for that. Japan took back, sadly. I was like, I will buy her a plane ticket and get her to this office because we need like a really cool statue in this office. That's like,
Yeah, you guys need that.
because we have banners and posters. But we don't really have like statues.
You know what? I've been to so many other offices, right? And they've got
Yeah.
cool stuff. You guys got nothing.
You've not been upstairs. You don't know anything.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I do know.
Maybe. Oh damn. He had binoculars outside
Maybe
the office.
I do know. Maybe I've got cameras in the office.
Oh, that's just really creepy. I don't want to go back upstairs ever again.
But hi, Nathan. Just a Skype call.
But that's the cool kind of stuff we have, you know. Like TGS is so different to like the events we have. Like you probably go to the UK EGX,
Yeah,
MCM. Like it's just insane. Like we have a massive booth over there.
I can imagine because obviously Japanese company and they're like making games for everyone at this moment in time. Which
Crazy.
is like,
We had everything. Like we
big.
had mobile games, we had Neo, we had all of our upcoming like Western Japanese releases, and I was kind of like away in an interview room for the whole day, just talking with
I feel
people.
bad. You didn't get to enjoy the expo.
It's fine actually. I got like a little like hour to walk around before people came in. Like
Yeah.
I saw like Cyberpunk, Square Enix, and that was all cool. But like it was nice just to get to kind of hang out with the producers because obviously I've been a Koei fan for like most of my life.
Yeah.
So like getting to just hang out with producers,
You fangirled a little bit.
Cool.
You're
Every day, like
like, oh, great.
I was talking to the producer about Fairy Tail
Yeah.
when we were sitting in there, and he was just like, "Oh, you're a really big fan." I was like, "I should probably stop talking about Fairy Tail to you because I'm giving away my fanboyness right now." But he
You
loved
know,
it.
I think for you also, like, because obviously they put you in the credits and stuff. Wouldn't that be like the pinnacle for you? That's like the ultimate
Oh my
thing.
god, that'd be the dream. Because
Would
obviously
that-
I've been in like Dead or Alive. We're not in every credit. I don't know how
Yeah.
it works fully, but like Dead or Alive 6 was like my first big credit at the company.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, this is so cool. If I could be in Fairy Tail, I think that'd be my life made. Like, just,
Because you're going to probably forward this to the Japanese dudes if they can.
Hey, guys.
Well, I mean, if they need to get it translated, but if you guys are listening, put Nathan in the credits.
I would probably cry, then fangirl a
You
little
think
bit, and then post about it all over social media.
That'd be great.
I'll do it after embargo, obviously. So.
What if you
I'll
just
follow this.
don't see the credits until the game comes out?
To be fair, that does happen sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Like Dead or Alive 6, we got the codes. Like I got the code a week early, I think, just
Oh,
to like
okay.
play around with. And they're like, you can play the story, but like the game's got a patch, so like you can't, play too much.
Online,
And then I got to the credits and was like, who the hell put my name in there? Like I didn't know it was gonna happen.
And
No
you were
one
like
told
the
me.
only guy there. Like, oh, Nathan.
I was like, I felt really proud of myself. Like
Yeah.
I've done it. After like 3 years at Koei, I've made a credit. That's really cool.
What, you've never been in credits before? Were you not in Warriors Orochi's credits?
I
thought
might
you-
have been in Warriors Orochi 4. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'll look at that today.
I have to double check now. I have to go on my
Yeah.
save file and watch the credits tonight. But I was definitely in 6. I remember like looking through it and was like, oh, they got my name. It's cool. It's nice.
great,
Like
isn't it?
I never used to really care, but like now I seen it. I'm like, that's actually, it's nice to remember. Like everyone knows I worked on it, not just
Yeah.
me. Like, it's
Yeah.
nice. My parents thought that was like a cool thing. They finally seen my degree pay off. I think
Also, what, your parents playing DOA? That's a bit.
they did not. They did not play DOA.
No, I've seen,
they don't
like-
know what I do for a job. I
Yeah.
don't think they think I
Yes.
just play games all day.
Oh.
which I
Which
definitely
sounds
do
great.
outside of work.
Yeah.
So when I was in the credits for actually marketing and promoting a game, they were like, "Oh my god, you do work on games!" I was like, "What do you think I've been doing for 2.5
They think
years?"
you just sit down, send in
Go to
emails.
Japan. I just sit there, look at the games, and then go, "I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just gonna play the games."
Just looking at that. It's great artwork. You just put the game down. That's it.
Honestly, it's surprising how like little going from like a gamer like just in my spare time at uni and stuff coming to Koei. Like you don't play as many games when you're in the industry. I feel like.
Do you feel like burnout? Do you like, oh, I don't want to play this today. I don't want to just.
No, I go straight home and play
Yeah.
games the second I get home.
I kind of get that.
do you?
I get that. Yeah, especially when you guys send me like review codes, because that's the only game I'll be playing like for a good week or month, depending on when you guys send it. And I'm like, I'm really sick of this.
Because I get it. Like if you're playing the same game a lot, after a while you just like need to have a bit of a breather from it.
Because for me, when I'm reviewing games, I don't just a lot of reviewers they play it for a week, couple of days, they don't finish the game.
Yeah,
I like to finish the game, and that takes a while.
My problem is, and I've done it for like nearly every game we've worked on since I've worked here. I have a bad habit of wanting to finish the game before it is publicly available to general consumers. So my problem is I get the game like a week or two early, and I just devote every spare hour of my life to being like, I finished the game first. I get nothing from it. Like I do not get any advantage.
You got bragging rights. You be like, I finished the game before you.
Yeah,
I know
like
what the story is.
It's a luxury, right? I work at Koei now, so I can do that. But like,
you can dunk on people.
There's a few games I haven't done it for. I'll be fair. Like some of the long JRPGs, I'm just like, I really want to, but I'm gonna have to finish it after launch because I just don't have the time.
So for the Atelier game,
I finished most of the Atelier games.
You finished
before launch. I think Firis and Lydian Swell I couldn't because they came out around like family events. I was just like, there's no way I can cancel on a family wedding.
Yeah,
sit down and play. But now it's on Switch. I can cancel on a family wedding.
Well, you don't need to cancel. You can be at the wedding.
I won't even watch the ceremony. I'll just play on my Switch.
Yeah,
that's why the Switch is great.
I love the Switch. You know what?
It's my favorite console.
I love it. The fact that I got it last year for my birthday.
Yes, since we last talked, you've now got a Switch,
I've
right?
Got a Switch.
So I know I sent you some codes. I remember sending you some goodies.
Yeah, Nathan. Basically, all my game library is just thanks to Nathan. I've got 40 games on the Switch, Nathan. 40 games. That's a lot of games.
That is a lot of games,
and there's like half of them are Koei games.
Yes,
and it's just like, okay, Dynasty Warriors. I'm so excited about the definitive edition now.
Yeah,
that was great. Only problem is, it's just like, do I want to start it again?
Yeah, I thought that at first, and then I realized the second I started playing, I was like, I did want to start it again. Yes, I'm fine.
The only thing I've noticed about that game, and they need to do some sort of patch for it. I'm sorry to say this, but if you're playing the game with a single Joy-Con, it's a pain.
Is it
because
the controller?
Yeah, because it's not because of the controllers, because not all of the controls are mapped.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when you have your sideways Joy-Con, you would assume that your left.
Yeah, I know. The left bump up.
It's not for block. It doesn't do anything, and I'm like, I can't block.
I don't think I've ever played it in single Joy-Con, so I actually never knew that.
I just wanted to try it. It's not like I play it like that.
Like, I've got
crazy
massive hands. So single Joy-Con for me is the most uncomfortable experience I can go through.
It's just like doing like this.
It is honestly like when I play with friends, I'm like, I'm just going to use the Pro controller, and you guys can race with the single Joy-Cons on Mario Kart because that's not happening. I'm not.
Single Joy-Con on Mario Kart is quite fun though.
For them it is. For me, I love my Pro controller.
Well, that's kind of cheating.
Hey, no, I don't win. I can tell you that much. Like,
you don't win with
I
the
do
Pro
sometimes.
Controller. How is that possible?
No one said I was good at Mario Kart, but I'm good at Koei games.
I'm good at
like killing thousands of people on a battlefield, racing. It's just not for me. Dynasty Warriors racing. Now that's a game
that is.
I would love
disaster.
To
That's
not.
not.
We can just race on horses like Lubu running along.
I would love to see a Dynasty Warriors crossover with Champion Jockey.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
I can't think of when the last Champion Jockey was. I think it was PS3 when I played it last. I feel like that might have been when it came out. It's a while ago now.
Yeah, I think so.
I enjoyed them games. They're fun.
You enjoyed Champion Jockey?
More of like it was like a fun game to like play around with mates at uni. I think like people at uni were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I just bought it. Let's have a go." It was an experience,
Let's get pissed and just play Champion.
Nathan doesn't drink in his spare time. That's a lie. Sorry, I've just lied on camera.
Yeah,
Mike. So
that's all right.
But no, I mean, we've got. It's weird. We've got so many different games, like different brands we work with. And
I think for the most part, it's because Koei's kind of acquired a lot of game devs. I was even surprised when I was playing Fire Emblem. Right, it's a game that Koei co-developed, right? But I saw the amount of people that were in the credits. I'm like, I didn't know Koei had an office in Vietnam and Shanghai and like.
We've got so many offices. I couldn't even tell you on the top of my head right now.
It's insane
where they all are. I've met quite a few of them. Like we have dev teams kind of out there
everywhere in the world.
We have obviously like the marketing teams. It's crazy. Obviously, like we work mainly with the EU and American offices, Japan office, and the Taiwan office. But when we go to HQ, like it's such a different experience. Like TGS, we get to meet the team and go to the office, and it's such a nice experience as you're part of a bigger team. Because here it's just like 8 to 10 of us in an office, and it's nice. Like we all get on. 8 to 10
is quite a lot of people.
It feels like quite a small team. I've only ever worked with people like 10 teams or smaller. 10 people or smaller. So to me, it's still quite a small team. Whereas, like other publishers have like hundreds in an office.
Well, I mean, true.
You go to like our HQ and there's just tons of
It's like
people,
thousands
everywhere.
of people.
It's
hey,
really
what's up,
bizarre.
man?
It's a really nice experience. But
Yeah.
we will get on. It's nice to meet the people we work with over email all the time in person, and they're all lovely. So I'm not just saying that because Bish is holding me up to it. Like, they are lovely people. I love them. And we got to play some of the new games when I was out there, which is super fun.
Quick question: did you have
Oh.
any sort of DOA Koei tournament amongst
We
yourselves?
didn't when we was out there. We do sometimes upstairs in the office in the EU, but we didn't in Japan. Like, we were there purely for like meeting because we had such a short period of time when we were there.
It's a tight schedule, I guess.
Because we had like dev team meetings before TGS, and we were like trying out the new builds. And like DOA 6 obviously isn't one we're working on right now. We're working on the season passes and the DLC, but that's stuff we get anyway in the office to try out. So they wanted to show us the new games. So no, we didn't do any DOA 6. We did the year before.
Yeah, well,
but not
that
this
makes
year.
sense.
You did when DOA 6 was coming out, right? But we do it upstairs sometimes. I've not won very much. I won a few times. Maybe you're a figment of my imagination. Maybe this is my podcast.
Maybe this that would be an insane twist.
I'd love that. That would be a great anime style plot twist. I feel like you're gonna lose so badly with like
yeah, of course, definitely.
It's fine. I mean, I'd get you against the producer. I did that when we were on tour, and that was the most painful few seconds. It was a few seconds.
I can imagine.
Of my life.
You know, they made the games, right? they're in charge.
He went so easy on me at first. He was like, "Oh yeah, we'll fight each other." I was like, "Yes," and like I nearly won. I got like to the last HP, and then I got wiped out.
It's kind of like the whole. Have you seen One Punch Man?
I have. I love One Punch Man.
You know, like spoilers. The ending of season 1. You know when he's fighting that alien, and then he's just like, he's not even trying. Is that the same sort of situation there?
It was that. And the sad thing is, that was the first of the long tour of the game. This was in like Germany, and I was like, you know what? In a day, I'll be better.
Yeah.
And every day, I faced him again.
He just beat.
And I don't know why I did it, because I knew by the last day that I was gonna get beat.
Yeah.
But it was a fun experience. It was nice just to kind of like bond with the producer. We actually met each other at TGS. He came over to me and like said hi. And
he was like, Nathan, don't forget that I beat you.
Don't forget that you lost. It's really nice. Like we became quite close because we were on tour like for a week. We don't always do tours for all our games, so it's crazy. It's fun. I got to play DOA for like a week straight with the guy. We talked about DOA non-stop.
Who did he play as? What was his character?
So he actually dressed up as Bayman for the interviews and stuff, which was I love that. Like, so we did like this really cool thing where we went to like locations on tour, like the Eiffel Tower, and took pictures in the Bayman costume. Yeah. We obviously did a red bus for London because
Oh yeah, of course.
But he did play Bayman when we were fighting. He played a variety of characters though. We were on tour with the final build, so he wanted to show off all the characters to press.
I bet you played the same character.
I played Hitomi the entire time.
Oh,
because I was determined.
Hitomi's
so I learned
the worst character.
Like, see, I learned at Gamescom when we first started playing the build. She was one of the Gamescom characters.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to play as her because she's new. That's all it was. I started learning the combos quite fast. I was like, you know what? I'm actually quite good at Hitomi. Turns out I was just believing what I wanted to believe.
Yeah.
Because it was one of 4 characters that I could play as.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not very good at the game. It turns out that my skills very quickly diminished when the producer fought me.
Well, it's also because you're playing as Hitomi, who's like,
you know what? I like Hitomi.
She's like F tier character. Like,
you know what? People say that, but I think she is.
No one says that. Everyone loves her. I just hate Hitomi.
I don't know. I really like Hitomi.
You know what? She looks annoying. She looks like if I went out, just we were going out as friends, go to a coffee shop, that she would talk my head off. Like
I'm fine with that.
No, I think I would need painkillers.
Hey, Hitomi, you know what? I'll take her for coffee then. If you can't go out with her,
You know what?
I'll be a bro. I'll help you out.
You can be a bro. You can take Hitomi. Hitomi is the worst character in DOA.
No, she's not.
You know who my favorite character is?
Go on.
Ayane.
Okay. She's alright.
Definitely Ayane. Either Ayane or Marie Rose.
Everyone loves Marie Rose. That's
you know why everyone loves Marie Rose? Because she's just a weeb.
She's
just a weeb. She gives me a weeby vibe.
It was like her jumper, like she had that long sweater in DOA 6. I love that costume for her. But yeah, everyone loves it. Like when I was at TGS, everyone was like, "Can I play Marie Rose?" I'm like, do you not want to try one of the other 10 characters? Because this was like TGS was like the last stage of like the event.
Only Marie Rose.
Everyone was like, "Yeah, I want to play Marie Rose." I'm like, "Oh, but we have 8 more characters."
No,
I want to play Marie Rose. I'm like,
Marie Rose.
guys, like you've got like the entire 10 character roster, which we're just showing off. Use one of the other characters.
And he had new characters as well revealed.
So yeah, I think Marie Rose was one of 3 at TGS.
Okay.
And I forgot who the other 2 were, but like people were just like, "I want to play Marie Rose." I'm like, "You've not played the other 9."
You know what other character I think is also more weeb than Marie Rose?
More weeb. Oh man, who's
Nico.
Who?
She's such a weeb. Nico.
I mean, she was designed As a weeb. She's
As
like
a
a
weeb.
mad scientist with
Yeah,
blue
mad
hair.
scientist with blue hair.
With
and
one colour eye difference.
I'm
Like,
like, you know what? I kind of find her annoying to play as.
she's very I find her very easy to learn the controls for.
Yeah. I just don't like the fact that she has an unfair advantage. She has lightning hands. That's a bit too much. That's a bit.
But the ninjas have shurikens and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
lightning shuriken, they're all the same.
yeah, but Mario Rose doesn't have anything. She's just
She
got
has
really
raw
tall
fighting
boots.
ability. I mean, you could stab someone with them boots. Just like
Yeah, because I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight against her. She would beat me up.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
The fact that she's in Warriors All Stars is insane as well.
Yeah, like I loved Warriors All Stars. I always played as Nobunaga when I played Warriors All Stars. Like he was my boy.
You know what? I think Warriors All Stars is such an underrated game.
People I don't think like it as much as like I hold it
But
in
you
my
know
heart.
what? Once again, Ko, if you're listening, I want a Warriors All Stars too.
Oh, well, we kind of have got like it's not obviously All Stars, but obviously we've got Orochi 4 Ultimate coming out, which is gonna have like more characters.
More
from, like,
characters.
so you got like Hayabusa and stuff in it now.
It's addressing a lot of things that people were wondering for, you know, Warriors Orochi's 4. There was a lot of characters that were missing.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Orochi?
No, I
Warriors
love
Orochi?
it. I love the game. I'm not a fan of the fact that people want all of these crossover characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just leave it to the Musou characters.
See, I liked Orochi 4. I liked like the gods and stuff. I thought that was cool.
that was-
like
yeah.
I liked All Stars for having all the characters, but like,
Yeah.
you don't need that in every game. I don't think. I think it's cool
Yeah,
to
I
have
think
some games where it's
That's
different.
it.
and
I
it's-
think so. I mean, like, Orochi 3's roster was just insane. Half the time I wasn't even playing as these characters. I was just like, it's cool. Yeah. But I mean, why do we need Hayabusa? Like, we don't need Hayabusa. We don't need.
Hayabusa's cool. I played him in the TGS build. I like him in Orochi 4. But like we've got so many characters now. Like we were at 170 characters, I think it was, for the base Orochi 4 game. We got a Guinness World Record
For the most.
Yeah,
Well, now you're going to
so
break that record again.
most characters. I mean, technically we've already broken it now. We've added like I think so far we've got like 5 more characters since added.
Yeah.
And like it's insane. Like there's so many characters.
So you've got there's a new god character, I
So there's
guess.
Gaia, the mother goddess, mother of Earth.
Yeah.
Or you test my abilities now. There's Hades.
Oh, okay. Hades.
Hades is in it
Nice.
as well.
Nice.
Achilles. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I always say it wrong. Achilles.
Achilles, yeah.
Achilles, yeah.
So from previous games, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a new model or anything like that. It's
I
not-
think we've redone the model a little bit for Warriors Orochi 4.
Okay.
Like, it's obviously been brought up to higher standards. We've also got Joan of Arc. She joins the roster.
Okay.
And Hayabusa, the 5 we've announced so far.
Joan of Arc is like
From
the
Bladestorm.
the most useless character in Warriors Orochi 3.
But I loved her in Bladestorm. Like I actually really
Bladestorm,
enjoyed
yeah,
Bladestorm.
Bladestorm was
so
great.
But
But
I'm
I
glad
mean-
she's made a reappearance in the game.
You know what?
Your face is saying otherwise. Oh, I like her. She was good.
I'll be honest with you. Warriors Orochi 4 was a great game.
Mm.
One thing I did not understand was that there wasn't enough Orochi. What happened to Orochi? Like, he just got like 2 missions and I was just like, yeah, he's done. That's it. Where's Orochi? Like,
The gods were a big part of this one, though.
They
I
were,
think,
yeah.
obviously. So the gods took a bigger role. But this time,
The-
Ultimate's
you
got
know
a whole
what?
new narrative.
can we spoil Orochi 4 or no? We can't.
I don't feel comfortable spoiling it because we've got Orochi 4 Ultimate coming up. People are going to be playing 4 for the first time.
So for the most part, is 4 Ultimate like an expansion game, like XL or
So yeah,
like a definitive edition?
so
style
4
of
Ultimate
game?
will add on. So if you already own 4, straight away you can upgrade just with the DLC expansion, or you can buy the full game as a big package.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be
so
like
yeah.
in like AOT.
Yeah, it's
in
that kind of
the
like
same-
Final Battle, and it's going to add like new story elements on. You can go back to the old missions, and there'll be new paths that span out of them stories.
Oh,
You'll find out a lot more about kind of what the gods are doing, which maybe you didn't find out in the base games. There's a
Okay.
lot more narrative going on there. There's more characters. You can actually now make the magic work with any character. So if you like Shinki, like a water Shinki for like one of the other characters, you can move that to another character now, and you can customize that. You can choose what magic you want.
Wow. Quick question: do we have more deity forms or no?
Oh, I can't announce that yet, but stay tuned to koreitechmoeurope.com/Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate.
That
There
would be
will,
great. I would imagine.
Oh, there was quite a few in the base game.
Yeah.
I can't comment at the moment on the new stuff, but keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
We've got exciting stuff in this game. It's really cool so far. Like all the stuff we've added. I
You know
promise.
what would make me really happy, Koei, is that if you guys give deity forms to everyone. I know that
Everyone.
it sounds a bit too much, but I would love
That's
that.
170 plus.
Koei can do it. I believe in you, Koei.
To be fair, the producers of this game, like they are crazy on it.
they're
They're crazy
top
on
tier.
it. He was so cool. Like he was showing off all the new characters, just like. Yeah, like I just want to make these gods like really cool. Like he's like I want to like appeal to the audiences because like one of the journalists was like, why is Gaia so young? Like, she is the mother goddess. Like, she is the oldest woman. He was like, she could be cute. And I was like, you're right, she could. And that's you know, like...
That's only she could be cute. Like.
But, like, it's really nice because they've obviously worked to make the designs more cool. And, like, you know, having, like, an old lady on a battlefield would be a bit... It wouldn't work,
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun, I guess.
Whereas, like, Gaia's got, like a really cool anime design, and I love
I think even with the other gods, like, even Zeus, when I saw Zeus, I was...
Damn, he is
damn, Zeus.
Yeah, Dad bod Zeus.
he's 10 out of 10 IGN.
The minute I knocked him, I was on it.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
not gonna lie. Zeus was great character design, everything.
Great.
The other characters, I can't even mention them because we can't spoil them.
What ones? Oh, the I'm not. Yeah, no, I can't do that to myself.
Those ones, but you know, I would
I
have liked to see other characters.
Yeah,
like if I want to see Japanese gods.
Okay.
I want to see Japanese gods. I want to see like Izanagi, because obviously they kind of link in with Susanoo and all that kind of stuff. It just makes more sense to me.
Well, you never know. The future can hold a lot of things.
Sorry, please take my ideas. I don't even need payment. Just take my ideas.
We should just like you don't even need to record a podcast. You could literally just like record an audio recording of
and
all your ideas.
Send it.
I'll just forward it over. We'll see what happens like the next time we come to do it, and like because every time you come over, you say a game that you might like. And then I casually don't say anything, and then next time it's here. You've got it. So
don't hype me up here, Nathan, because I feel like I'm
afraid I
so
don't know.
much
I don't know anything about this. We're currently on 4 on it, so I can't talk about the future for that one.
Yeah,
I don't know the future for that one, but
no one knows.
You're like a psychic. You know these things.
I think yeah.
Maybe you work at HQ and you're here to like test me.
Maybe
that's what this is.
What if that's the case?
That'd be really creepy.
That's where I brought these from.
To be fair, I would not complain.
If
you bring this every time, like you can always question me about games. I don't mind.
Hello. This episode of podcast is brought to you by Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll.com/kunai. We do love Crunchyroll here. In fact, we use it a lot for the podcast, as you guys know, and we encourage you guys to go and check out anime, especially watching legal sources of anime. You support the industry when you watch on Crunchyroll, and you get the largest lineup of anime ever. There's like more than 2,000 anime on Crunchyroll that you can watch right now if you go and sign up to our link, which gives you 14 days of Crunchyroll premium service. And what that premium service offers you is anime without ads, 1080p HD, and you can watch it on everything almost. Your PS4, your Xbox One. You can watch it on the Wii U if you still own one. You can watch it on PC, Mac, iOS, Android, even on Chromecast and Apple TV, Roku, everything. Personally, I love casting from Chrome onto my TV to watch Crunchyroll. It's amazing. Crunchyroll offers the most diverse collection of anime straight from Japan, each season bringing you the best new anime from Japan to give you that largest lineup of anime ever. Remember, if you are a big fan of simulcasts, you're getting anime 1 hour after release in Japan, which is insane. That means if you're watching My Hero Academia, whatever season that we're on now, as soon as it hits Japan, you're getting it 1 hour later, so you don't really need to waste your time with spoilers on Twitter. You can watch it straight away if you wanted to. That's what I love about Crunchyroll, and I'm sure you guys will love it too. Go to www.crunchyroll.com/kunai for a 14-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium. I know you guys are not going to regret it, because I haven't. Thank you, Crunchyroll, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast.
But like Fairy Tail, though, man, that's one you should be hyped for as well.
I haven't seen Fairy Tail, Nathan.
You've not? Oh, bish.
I'm gonna watch it. Crunchyroll sponsors us, so it's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
I can watch it.
I just finished the last episode on Crunchyroll, so like in time.
Is that the final season?
It's the final episode ever. Episode 300.
Are you sure? Are you sure they're not 300 episodes? What the hell?
That's not including OVAs. That's not including the 2 films.
So when is this game coming out?
So the game comes out. I don't have a release date for you yet, but it's in 2020.
Okay, so sometime in 2020.
It's sometime next year.
So that I can finish Fairy Tail before playing the game. See, I was thinking when I first heard about it, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was an RPG, so I assumed it was like, is this a Musou game?
I think most people thought it was a Musou game until we confirmed, like over social, that no, this is a JRPG. Everyone seems everyone's really hyped for this game. Like, our community is so excited for this game.
I can imagine. And Nathan, you must be the most excited for this game. I think that maybe they made it for you.
He keeps talking about it. If we just make it, he might just stop. And like, there'll be another one afterwards. Don't worry, guys.
Wow.
No, I love Fairy Tail. Like, I started watching it years ago.
Yeah.
I remember spamming it at uni, showing a friend, and just sitting down for like 2 days. My lecturers, if they're watching this, I did skip 2 of your lectures to watch Fairy Tail. That's fine. It was worth it. It's a really good show. You know, it's got loads of like really positive like messages in it. I think like kind of friendship, family, and
like every shonen show.
But you know, they're
Naruto has that.
No,
and
Naruto.
One Piece has that. Dragon Ball has that.
Fairy Tail has it more. And
MHA has that.
To be fair, they all have it somewhere deep in. But it's cool, and I think it works really well because like a JRPG where you can kind of level up your guild and stuff. Because that's what your main game is. You gotta level up your guild. You gotta level up your characters.
I don't know much about Fairy Tail, but I do know about one character.
Okay.
I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't. Which one?
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, Lucy's in.
Is she playable in the game?
She is in the game. Yeah.
Then I'm buying this.
So, damn. I mean, I was gonna give you a review copy, but if you want to buy
I'll
it,
get a review copy.
No, it's fine.
You
said you're gonna buy it.
So. There's a lot of people are just comparing the two. They're like, who's best girl? Lucy or Urza?
No one knows, but they're the two that always stand up there. Like, straight up.
Yeah. No, I was going to talk about your presentation. How did that go?
Oh, we can talk about that. Yeah, sorry. I wonder what he's on about.
How did that go? Well, obviously, we're recording it before he's done.
I was like, I've not done a presentation. Well,
how did that presentation go?
Excellently. I mean, I aced it. I hope I aced it. Oh my god.
I will be there.
Are you gonna watch?
I'm gonna watch both of the presentations.
Yeah, because I'm So for those who don't know in the audience listening right now, I am at the Sony stage at MCM and EGX talking about Fairy Tail. I was in the past.
Yeah.
And I aced it. It was amazing. I talked about the Fairy Tail.
And he didn't slip up once.
To be fair, that would be a lie. If,
and they didn't heckle him at all.
To be fair, like I remember when I first started, I did one for Attack on Titan, the first game, Wings of Freedom.
Yeah.
And like it was my first week at the company, I think. And like my manager was sick, and they're like, "You just need to go on stage and do this because like this is on the main MCM stage." And like I was so nervous, but like when I got on there, I talked about Attack on Titan. I was fine.
You know, I think it's gonna. To be honest with you, it's gonna get more reaction from MCM compared to your game.
Especially because the anime's just ended. I think it's a great time.
Yeah, definite. So I was like, I'm just so glad that Koei's just doing all these games.
I didn't dab, but I did a little bit.
Nathan, last time I told you not to dab, and you dabbed.
You know what? It's been a while.
You know what? I'm going to throw these in the bin. I'm going to throw everything in the bin because you dabbed.
No.
That's a sin.
I get told off in the office for dabbing occasionally.
Yeah? You get told.
Yeah, they're like, Nathan, do you need to dab? I'm
like, who tells you off?
I do.
Who tells you off?
A few of the guys like in the office. I'm not going to give any names because I feel like they'll be upset if I say.
Really?
There is a dab. I get all excited. I do a little dab. I'm like, I did a press release. Dab. And then I did another one. And they'll be like, oh, that's a dab, Nathan. I'm like, I know. We taught yeet to a few people in the office the other day.
Oh no.
I'm excited.
What, you taught them or someone else taught them?
Someone else brought it up. I wasn't sure how to use it in context.
And they were like, oh, so how do you use yeet?
Me and Beth were like, this is how it works.
This is how yeet works.
And I can also do the floss. That's one I do. I won't do it now because I can't talk in the mic and do a floss.
You could. I could try.
It'd be really hard. I can't. I'm too tall for all these activities.
Yeah.
But I can do it. We do fun things in Koei. We do fun things. It's mainly just me being very hyper. But
let's talk about Japan Crate because they are sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Remember, if you're interested, go to www.getalifepodcast.com/Japan Crate. That should redirect you to the Japan Crate website. It does help us out as well, so make sure you go and check them out. Let me talk about it. Let me tell you what it's all about. Japan Crate is this wonderful box that you get every month filled with Japanese sweets and goodies, crisps, chocolates, candy, drinks, everything. And stuff that you might not even expect. Like a couple of times we've been getting bags of Kit Kats, Japanese Kit Kats that have exclusive flavors. So we've had sweet potato, we've had ojicha, we've had a lot of crazy flavors that you only get in Japan. That's stuff that you're not going to get outside of Japan. And I know what you're saying, well, I could just buy Kit Kats from my local Japanese supermarket. You're wrong, okay? Because they don't have the flavors that Japan Crate has. Because Japan Crate has the regional flavors that you're not going to find outside of Japan. They're going here and there and everywhere to get those for you. Also, if you're buying from your local supermarket, it's going to be expensive. And I've often found that you're paying 15 to 20 pounds for a bag of Kit Kats imported directly from Japan. You could be paying 30 pounds a month and getting a lot more. Most of the times when they do include Kit Kats in the Japan Crate, I feel that you're getting a lot more value. They don't need to put that in there. They're putting that in there. They're putting in exclusive drinks. We've had stuff like Japanese Pepsi, crazy J-Cola from Japan. We've had Hokkaido melon soda, which is made from these special red melons in Japan that are really expensive. They're like thousands of dollars to buy these melons. Japan Crate is including drinks with those melons in the crate. So it's really good value. And you get to experience some new things. I personally love it. As you guys can tell, we're going to include it more in other episodes of the podcast, in particularly Umai. So go check Umai out as well, because we'll be doing taste tests there and things like that. Go to getlifepodcast.com/Japan Crate. Use the code GALP for $3 off your first Japan Crate. Believe me, you guys are going to love it. You're going to be subscribed to it for the rest of your lives because it's top notch. We often give them as gifts to our friends that we record with. So we gave some to Koi, we gave some to Marvelous. You know why? Because we love them, and we thought, what better way to give someone a gift than the Japan Crate? You can give it as a gift for a birthday. Someone's going to enjoy that. I've not met someone who hasn't liked the snacks in Japan Crate. And they're weird and they're quirky and they're really nice. You get like exclusive Cheetos and stuff. It's insane. The amount of value that you're getting, $35, is nothing for the amount of candy that you're getting directly imported from Japan. GetLifePodcast.com/Japan Crate. Do the right thing, guys. Buy it. And actually show me on Twitter you opening your Japan Crate. I would love to see that. And hopefully we'll get giveaways coming up soon. We're in the process of redoing that. So go and check them out. You support the podcast when you do. Love you guys.
I imagine. But that's great though. I mean,
It's how it
at
works.
least it's not boring there.
No,
What were the other games?
other
just
games. So we've talked
Other
about
games. So we talked about Atelier. We
Yeah,
haven't talked
Atelier.
about Atelier.
so Atelier Ryza, which will now be out 1st of November. Bish might have even reviewed it. Well, he won't review it. He told
don't
me he
review
sent
it.
it to other people. But
You know what? I'm gonna call myself out here. I don't review the Atelier games. Why?
he doesn't.
Nathan sends them to me. I don't review them because of the fact that I find them incredibly boring.
They are really fun games. I mean, they've got their audience, right? So I think these kind of JRPGs it's nice to me that they kind of focus on these girl protagonists. Because obviously, in an industry where people want to be noticed, and obviously we need to get more than just like white male characters in games. I think it's nice we're focusing on female leads in these games, especially. But they're just such sweet, kind of heartwarming games.
The one thing that I don't get
Bish
is
doesn't
the
like
fact that
heartwarming narratives.
it's not even the narratives that annoy me. Do you know what it is? It's the fact that you have to make stuff. I find that it's so
the synthesizing.
time consuming, and I really can't get into it. I've been playing I can't even remember. You gave me I can't remember. It was like the trilogy.
the Arlen
Switch.
trilogy that came on Switch.
I can't remember what would that consist of.
That was Atelier. We've got this now. Atelier Maruru,
Yeah.
Atelier Verona, and
Yeah.
Atelier Totori.
See, I think I played the first one.
It might be
in that trilogy.
Verona. I've done them in the wrong order for some reason.
So
But Verona was first.
I was playing that, and I was like, "This is a great looking game. It's fantastic. Voice acting's great. Everything." But I was just like alchemy and just making stuff. I'm like, when do I actually get into the action of it?
Yeah, so I think every Atelier game changes in the way it does the creating and the synthesis. And like Ryza, the new one which is coming out, is already out. My mind can't work in these backwards ways.
It's already out.
So Ryza, which is already out, it kind of has like a new-founded, like we've kind of revamped every system. So we'll get to battle afterwards because I know you like the action stuff. But the synthesis system is, for those that don't quite understand it or don't quite get on with it well, you can kind of just auto a lot of it. You can just kind of dump the things in you want, and you can speed up the process.
So if people like me,
But in exchange, you'll get weaker items. So you'll be able to play the game,
Yeah.
but you won't get like the cool, overpowered items you can make. But then if you want to learn it, it's a lot easier. It's like kind of like a skill tree kind of system.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot easier to understand this time. Like you can put two things in one slot, and that will power up the next part of the skill tree. So it's a lot more easy to kind of pick up and play. But you like the action, and now the action has been revamped just quite a lot.
Really?
So it's an active battle system now.
So what does that mean?
So like Final Fantasy VII, where like it constantly keeps moving. So like something's always going on when you battle.
Oh, so it's not turn-based.
I'm talking about classic. Yeah, no. So it is kind of turn-based with actives in it. So like Ryza will attack, but if you don't choose your attack, the enemies will keep coming. So it's always moving. Like there's no stop. There's no traditional turn-based system kind of pause, which is it's good. It makes it a lot more action-packed. So if you want to keep fighting,
Come to think of it, Blue Reflection was like that, no?
no, Blue
Was it
Reflection
not?
No, just traditional turn-based Blue
It
Reflection.
didn't feel turn-based. Did not feel turn-based to me.
It was, yeah, no, it actually was. But like playing Ryza for the first time, that's where I was really surprised because
Yeah, wow.
the battle was just so fast-paced this time.
Yeah.
It's definitely a step in a new direction for Atelier. I think you'll like it. It's very battle.
You know what?
battle heavy.
I'll promise you here. I will review that game personally.
Oh, I've got this on audio now. Oh,
I will review
yes.
that game personally,
Yes.
and I might give it a good score, depending on how good the game is.
I think the other thing as well, which obviously hasn't really been touched on, but like it's a really beautiful game.
Yeah.
So the devs were saying in interviews at TGS, like they've now focused on the theme of summer. So it's about like a young girl and her mischievous friends which want to just leave their island to go on an adventure. So they thought like a good place to do that was summer, like at the end of summer, their last young, adventure in their lives. So they've kind of focused on summer, and then all the lighting really, really works. They can just focus on one season. So whereas they've had winter in the past and spring, and the lighting changes, it's amazing. Like the shadows, the crisp graphics, everything looks beautiful in this game. Play on a PS4 Pro, and you'll see all.
I don't own a PS4 Pro.
Or a PC. PC as well works.
I'm gonna play on Switch.
To be fair, Switch also looks really good. I was playing it the other day on the way. I think I went to London or something, and I was playing it on my Switch, and I fell in love with it. I forgot to actually go off on my stop. I went one stop too far.
That
it does happen when
promising.
you get on the train. But it's fun. I mean, I definitely recommend if you've played an Atelier game in the past and you weren't too sure. If you've never tried Atelier, I think Ryza is the best place to start. It's a brand new entry into a trilogy. It's fully revamped for like current gen systems.
Yeah.
It is the one.
Speaking of current gen systems,
current gen.
There's another Atelier game coming to current gen. Or it's a. Is it another trilogy? Isn't it?
So yeah, we're releasing the Atelier Dusk trilogy, which features I got this one: Atelier Aisha, Atelier Esker and Logi, and Atelier Shari. So these games are on PS3 and PS Vita over the years, and now they're coming to PS4, Switch, and PC. Sometime next year, I believe.
Should be great.
So actually, by the time we have our recording, it'll probably be like in a few months' time. But
Probably.
Yeah. So like, yeah, they're great, and they were actually the games that got me into Atelier before I started the co-ace.
So then for you, you're
I'm looking forward to playing. I played Esker and Logi because when I was at university, an anime came out called Atelier Esker and Logi, and I was like, you know what? I'm into anime. I'm just gonna give it a watch. And I was like, this is kind of cutesy. It was very light-hearted and like, I was like, I wouldn't mind trying this out. And then I realized that they are actually games. Like I just did not know before I started at Koei that they were games. I sat down and played it and loved it. It took me a while to kind of get used to that, the kind of, as you said, like the more synthesized focused kind of gameplay. But I loved it. I just loved the two characters they played off each other. And then I got to work on them afterwards. And obviously I started on Sophie, and I've worked on like an entire trilogy plus kind of remakes of old ones and bringing them to current gen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited I get to start on a new trilogy now. I started on Sophie, and I get to start on the next trilogy now.
And then you start on the new trilogy.
Get to start away again.
So, Ryza best girl?
I think she is.
Yeah.
She's my best girl. Actually, I really like Claudia as well. One of her friends. She plays the flute.
No, but I mean in all of the Atelier games.
All the Atelier games ever. That's really tough. You know what I like about Ryza? I think she's more human.
Yeah.
Like all the other girls, I like them, and I couldn't really relate to them. Whereas I feel like Ryza, you kind of relate. She's got anxiety. She's got worries.
Oh, okay.
I think that's really relatable compared to like a lot of the other characters in the past. That's why I really like her.
There wasn't any other games coming out, was there?
Just Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, it comes out.
I saw a little bit of it and I was like, this game, pretty badass.
It looks nice. I've not played a strategy game, I think, since we did Taishi, I think. So maybe that was last July. I'm excited to play it. We should have a build, and by the time we're recording, I'll probably be playing a build of the game, I hope.
Yeah.
But it's kind of going back to more like the 9 and 11 kind of gameplay systems, which is nice. It's more character focused, which is what we're really strong at doing. Cool characters from the Chinese period, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of does like a painting system, so it's all about kind of painting the map this time.
Oh wow!
So it's really easy to
like
understand. Yeah, so like you'll have the whole of China to obviously conquer, which is amazing, and then you have to paint the map. So your factions will be painted as such by your color, so you know what you're doing, and then you'll see other factions taking over or you taking over them. So it's really easy if you've played one before and didn't quite understand what was going on, because they can be quite complex strategy games. This one's a really good place to introduce newcomers while also being super in depth for all the people that love strategy games. Like there's so much behind it that even now I can't talk about.
Yeah,
but I can't wait to talk about.
Yeah.
But we have some cool stuff coming up. We should have a build for you guys to play at some time soon.
Awesome.
You're gonna need a lot of time on your hands to conquer China.
Yeah, I think so for the most part. Like,
well, unite China, not conquer. If you want to conquer, you conquer in a way. But you want to unite the three kingdoms by the end of the time period. But you're gonna conquer. Time period, yeah. You're gonna conquer.
Yeah. I'm gonna conquer it. Yeah.
You better play as Lubu because he's my boy.
No, Lubu's
my boy.
No.
But you have all your typical like government systems in there, and you can, like, for example, some officers might have it a bit like they might be a bit aggressive. So like when you do a political thing, they might not want to agree with it, and they might just go off and do their own thing. So you got to use your characters to your advantage in the government, and it's so cool. Honestly, it's great.
You know what I'm very excited for? And there's no announcements or anything like this, but I don't know if you know this. 2020. It's a special year for Koei.
It is. It's a big year for us. Actually, I think it's also a big year for the RTK series as well. And not just obviously our game, but like the actual novel itself.
Yeah. Is it?
I think it is. I feel like that's one thing that's on my radar. I could be horribly wrong.
I was going to say Dynasty Warriors.
It is.
Or Dynasty Warriors.
I think it might also be the Remnants of the Three Kingdoms book as well, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But Dynasty Warriors is
Dynasty
a big
Warriors.
one.
At least in Japan. Shinsangoku Musou.
Shinsegaku Musou.
20 years since
crazy,
its
right?
release.
I still remember playing the first. I think the second game was one of my first ones.
I love it.
You even gave me a Japanese copy. Oh, I've still got that.
Have you played it?
I haven't played the Japanese one. I can't understand Japanese. I'm learning.
It's fine. It's fine. You can learn it.
I'm still learning.
It'll be so complex though.
But yeah, Dynasty Warriors, you know, for me, that will always be Koei in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, that's what got me into Koei as a company. Obviously, now we've merged with Tecmo and...
You know what, right?
Oh.
Koei, if you're listening.
You're just going to request more games, aren't you?
I have to. Please, just do like a re-release.
A re-release?
Of the older games.
Okay.
Like, just like not like a HD remake, like a bundle, like the Dynasty or the Dynasty Warriors bundle. Because I know Koei's done that in Japan with Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, I think they've released a few on Switch as well, haven't they? I think.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure.
With the
actually,
older
but...
games, like 1, 2, up to 3 basically, or
Yeah.
up to 4, they've re-released them. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
like Koei. You can do the same with Dynasty Warriors. You can do the same.
The fish wishes it. Things happen here.
Things happen. Don't tease me like
That's
this.
not guaranteeing. I do. No, I mean, you know what? I obviously I don't know what's happening with them.
Definitely not. But I think something's going to happen. If it's the 20th anniversary, something is going to happen. We got 20th anniversary of Omega Force. Was it last year or the year before that?
Oh, you're testing my skills. I feel like it was when AOT 2 came out. So it was maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was when the first AOT like base game came out.
So 2018.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they done something for that, and I'm hoping. Because Dynasty Warriors 9 was for the 20th
Same
anniversary.
year, yeah. It came out the same 2 months before AOT 2, I think. So yeah, same year.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping, even if they don't drop a new Dynasty Warriors, I'm hoping that we get like a remake
something
of 2 or 5
Damn.
or 4, which is the best one.
You could number any of the previous 8 games right here.
6, not really.
You don't want 6? Okay.
No, 6, we can skip out on 6.
You know what? If I could dream, because I have dreams.
Yeah.
I would love to just play 2, but I don't even mind it. I don't mind whacking out my old PS2 and playing these kind of games.
The problem is my PS2's dead.
Is it?
It's dead, Nathan. I still got my original copy of Dynasty Warriors, but it's just so old. Like it's not even wanting to play it, and the disc tray doesn't come out of the PS2.
I've got like the original, like legit PS1 Dynasty Warriors, like
the fighting game.
Yeah, the fighting Dynasty Warriors.
You know what would be cool? Making that with the DOA engine.
Like a remake of the original Dynasty Warriors.
Or at least put in a character from Dynasty Warriors in DOA as like a special...
Vicious ideas. Vicious the big ideas here.
What character would you like in DOA from Dynasty Warriors? I think we asked this before, but...
I feel like you know, because I always talk about him non-stop.
Yeah, we know.
Because I love my boy. I love my boy.
Maybe it wouldn't be good, though. He can't do hand-to-hand
You know
combat.
what? I think my boy could.
Nah.
Get rid of that big old spear thing he has, and I think he's got some big fists.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got big
fist equals big punches.
It's true.
To be fair, I couldn't imagine Lubu fighting like Momiji or something. I just can't picture that in my head.
Or Murray Rose. 3 times the size.
He might be taller than me. I'm not actually quite sure. And I'm 6'3".
Isn't there like official heights?
There probably is, yeah.
They would know what official heights are.
He's probably smaller than me, but like all his armor makes him look like a beast.
He is a beast.
What about you? What character would you have in?
I told you last time I said Huang Gai. Because his moveset is wrestling. I think that makes sense.
That works, yeah.
Suju.
Okay.
Yeah, because wrestling.
Yeah. I guess, the ones that kind of do more like kind of hand-to-hand combat would work better.
Wang Yu Wanji.
Everyone loves Wang. I think it's when we were doing 9 with like a little character poll. It was like, what character's your favorite? And I was like, it'll be like Lubu or Cao Cao. No. And then I was like, oh no, it's not. It's Wang Wanji.
I think since they released Wang Wanji for Dynasty Warriors 7, everyone was just like, Wang Wanji.
They loved it. I think like everyone thinks she's like best girl now. I think she is just best girl.
She's definitely. She should be on the next Dynasty Warriors game cover.
Is that what you're going for?
That's it. I think they need to put Wang Wanji on the cover art for the game.
Damn.
We got what do we get? Who do we got? We always get Zhao Yun.
I can't actually remember who was on 9. You know,
Zhao Yun.
Was it actually Zhao Yun?
It was Zhao Yun. He was jumping.
He's on the horse, isn't he? Yeah. And then, was it Lu Bu? At least on the definitive edition, it was Lu Bu.
Yeah, it was definitive edition Lu Bu, but it was Dynasty Warriors 8.
It's like standard base game version 8. I guess had a different.
Can't even remember.
The thing is, I have the games upstairs to actually go check.
Because I know Dynasty Warriors 7 was Jiaoyan. And Dynasty Warriors 5 was Jiaoyan. And Dynasty Warriors 6 was Jiaoyan. And then Dynasty Warriors 2 was Yanwei. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't actually remember.
Yeah,
I think the
Yanwei and
PS2 box
Cao
just
Cao
has like the logo on, right? At least in the Japanese one.
No.
I'm not sure.
Because I've got the posters. Actually, no, there was Diao Chan. There was Yanwei.
Because there were more back in the day, weren't there? I
There was a
feel
lot
like
of
the key art featured a few more, but obviously now we kind of focus on like one character.
Yeah, it's always Zhao Yun. Everyone loves him. Even Godseekers, he was just like the main character in
Yeah,
Godseekers.
he was on the
And I was like,
Godseekers, yeah.
why are you like? No, you're too
He's
much.
The boy.
He's the boy, but I think it's also in the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
The author of the book favored Zhao Yun a lot.
Yeah, I've actually ordered the book. Like, I've played all these Koei games.
The book is insane, man.
I just feel like I need to read it. Like, you know, I need to see what we get in all our games from.
You know, I've read the book. There was like, I sat down. The first time I read it, I was with a friend who's from mainland China.
Yeah.
And he got his Chinese copy of the book.
Nice.
So it's that big.
It's crazy.
And then he's reading it, and he's translating it. And I was like, no, this is really cool.
Yeah.
But you'll know that the author favors Liu Bei, and he favors like he's really like rude about like Sima Yi, and he's like and like Cao Cao. He doesn't like Wei at all, and he's just like. Okay.
I found that funny because like I feel like Cao Cao's like quite over here. People love Cao Cao in the game.
Yeah, no, everyone. Oh, Cao Cao.
I do like that meme. I'm not gonna lie.
Are we allowed to refer to him as Cao Cao?
I mean, I'll say Cao Cao. You can call him Cao Cao.
I call him Cao
we've
Cao.
all seen
Cao Pi, Cao Cao.
Cao Pi?
Yeah, Cao Pi, his son.
Cao Cao. Yeah,
I love the fact that in the actual official game, they were just Cao Cao, and they were saying it so.
I forgot what cutscene it's from. But there's just the one where like one of the guys is like Cao Cao, and like that's I have that on YouTube on like. And if I'm ever feeling a bit down, if it's a bad day at work,
open it,
click on that. I have a little giggle. Like, I like that. That's cool.
It's great. Especially like the "you flaming idiots" part as well in Dynasty Warriors 3. You know what I like? The voice acting in Dynasty Warriors games.
I liked the English dub.
What I liked about Dynasty Warriors 9. Chinese voices.
There's English, Chinese, and Japanese.
Chinese voices. It's the best way to play. It's like I'm not gonna be like this, but I'm better than Japanese voices, and the Japanese VO is great. But in Chinese, you get such a different dialect. Because obviously they're from different parts of China, right? So you get to hear that in their voices.
It was weird to me because obviously I play most Japanese-bound games, Japanese dev games, in Japanese because I prefer them in the language they were made. And I played that one. I was like, I'm gonna play this in Chinese because DW is Chinese, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like hearing it. I was like, it's so weird because I keep expecting to hear Japanese, but like,
and then they're
like
saying
actual
Chinese.
like native Chinese. It's crazy.
Like Lubu sounds scarier in Chinese.
Oh yeah,
like, like I feel that.
I wouldn't pursue him
No,
in Chinese.
no,
In English, like I might pursue him, but in Chinese,
English, I'm like, yeah, you know what?
in Chinese, you know what? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Chinese, he would kill me.
Yeah, definitely. He sounds and like even the female characters, they sound a lot softer. Like I don't know, that sounds a bit weird, but I mean, you notice it a lot with Diao Chan.
Yeah,
she's very well spoken, very soft spoken, and even like Zhou Yu as well, because they say Zhou Yu is very feminine, and he's just like, his voice is very soft. I'm like, damn, it's nice.
I do like the Chinese dubs. I played
great.
the entirety of 9 in Chinese dubs. To be fair, so
it's fantastic.
I loved it. It was really nice to hear it in a different way as well, because I've always played it in English. In the
You know what?
past.
I hope it goes forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing to add to the list. I hope it goes.
I feel like
forward.
this is just like Bish's wish list.
This
Wish
is it.
list. I can't even say the word. Wish list.
That's it.
You're just gonna make a list of all the things you want in the future,
You know what?
and I'll just throw it up there somewhere, and we'll see where it lands.
Even if you don't, I'll be sending letters. Dear Koei, you know who I really want to meet? If I can meet anyone from Koei.
Yeah, they are.
But I want to meet the director of Dynasty Warriors franchise. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot his name, and I'm so bad. I'm saying I want to meet this guy, and I forgot his name. But the guy, he was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
And that guy, I want to shake his hand. I've got some stuff signed by him, actually.
When did you meet him?
I've never met him.
Oh, how did you get the stuff signed?
Well, basically, Chin was like, it was for Bladestorm, because he was also involved with Bladestorm.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, of course he was. Yeah, Suzuki-san.
Yeah, and basically
Yeah.
Chin invited me to like because they were doing tours and stuff.
Yeah.
So Chin was like, "Oh, there's this press thing," and I was like, "I can't go
Oh really?
due to blah blah blah." That's like a family event. And I'm like, "Oh man, I can't skip out
But
this."
Chin saved the day. He got stuff
He
signed.
got me stuff, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
really good.
"Chin," and he gave it to me at MCM. I was like, "Chin, what the hell is
That's
this?"
really nice of him.
So I was like, "Yeah, I want him to sign my Dynasty Warriors 2 poster."
Well, if we're ever touring again, I'll
I'll
let you know. We'll do a pre
I would,
and post.
I would love to meet him.
Because I met him for I think we met him during Dynasty Warriors 9's tour. Actually.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Feels like a lifetime ago now. I've worked on so many games since then.
You know, I have a feeling that if I met him, I might say something stupid and be like, "Let's not
It's
retort
great
to
because
that guy."
they don't generally understand when you fanboy out.
That's the problem.
It's great.
Some do.
Oh yeah, some do.
Like I was in a recording with Honda, and we were talking about their cars and stuff, and
yeah.
I'd done some research, and the guy was inspired by cats. And I asked one of the guys, like the head engineer from Honda, I was like, "Can you do a cat impression?" And then the guy, like literally from Honda UK, he's like one of the top guys at Honda UK. Was like, "I'm not gonna translate that for you."
Hold on, he didn't even translate it.
He didn't translate it, and I was like, "Come on, translate it." And he was like, "I'm not gonna translate." He said, "I'm gonna walk out." I said, "Look, translate it." And then he was like, "You know what? If you don't translate it, I'm gonna make sure that he knows." So I went on when I was speaking to him. I was like, "Come on, you can do it. Do an impression."
Oh,
Yeah. And I did that. Yeah.
Oh, Bish, no.
And the guy started laughing. And
That's great though.
And he was like, "Oh, kawaii." And I was like, "He called me cute." He didn't do the impression.
I
but he
love
called me
that
cute.
you just went ahead and did the nya yourself.
I had to cut it out of the recording, but I still got that personally for me
You keep it on like a loop.
on a loop for me.
Your ringtone.
And
Just
I'm
you
like,
go,
"Is this?
"Nya, nya."
Yeah. Oh, hello.
It's like your mum
it's
calls.
Bish.
It's like, "Nya, nya." Oh, it's mum.
Oh, mum, how are you? It's like, it's,
I love.
it's
Can I have that
great, though.
ringtone for you as well? Is that okay?
If you want,
Yeah.
I can record
You
another.
can sell it
one.
on iTunes if you want. 99p Bish nya ringtone.
What if I make a lot of money from that?
Say we laugh now. You could be a millionaire from your nya ringtone.
Yeah, good.
Kawaii Bish ringtone.
Yeah, no one's
can.
gonna buy that though. No one's gonna
Hey,
buy
I'll
it.
be your first and only purchase.
So what? I'll make 99p.
I could just give you the 99p. It'll save you the SAP
You
costs.
could actually, yeah. That being said, I think that's it.
We've talked about most things.
We've
Yeah,
talked
like
about everything.
there's a lot coming out. There's a lot going on. But like,
Yeah,
it's early. We're recording in obviously October, so a lot of the stuff is early days right now.
it is.
But it's been nice to see you because we don't get to talk that often about our games.
I
And
know.
I love seeing you. And we get
Aw.
to talk about all these games.
Oh, Nathan.
But don't worry, we'll see you again soon. We've got some cool things
Hopefully
planned.
so.
Well, actually, we might meet each other before this goes live, actually.
Yeah, MCM.
I got some private stuff to tell you about as well, so nothing bad. I'm not going to tell you on mic, don't worry. Just, we've got some activities coming up, which we're going to invite you to, so we'll be seeing more of you. This is all fine, don't worry.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll see you soon.
You know what? I want to end this recording so I find out what it is.
I knew that. I knew you had a hook push in.
What is this?
Right. I've got like a fishing rod. I'm just like throwing things out.
You know what? I don't know. Is it because I bribed you with the Swedes?
I feel like you did, to be fair.
Yeah.
But we're going to see each other at MCM and EGX too. You're going to
Yeah.
watch me ace. You did watch me
I
ace.
did watch you ace.
That
You aced it. by the
amazing
way.
presentation. Thanks, man.
But speaking
I
of
did.
that, I think that's time to end.
Thank you
This
so much,
episode.
man, and for all the amazing treats you brought
Yeah.
us.
Thanks to the sponsors Crunchyroll and Japan Crate.
Thank you,
And
Crunchyroll.
obviously, thank you for Nathan.
Thank me. Yes, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Nathan,
'cause
for coming.
Nathan's the only guy that we tend to have on the podcast. He's
One
yeah.
day. But thank you, Bish, for having us.
It's
as well,
alright.
because I'm glad, and we got to be after like the Scott episode as well. So I had to say hi to Scott.
You know what? I actually
We're all-
prefer this area to record than the meeting room.
Really?
I like it. It's really chill.
It's really open, but like
Yeah, it's
it's
nice.
like a live recording.
It's great.
We're
I
like
like
a radio
it.
station.
You know what? We're gonna do this next time. Forget about
I
the
like
meeting
it.
room. We're recording.
so we
here
can
next
we
time.
don't have to book a room.
Yeah.
It's nice. I
We
like
could
this.
do this next time, and it's great.
It's nice. We even got the 2 rules. You wanted 4. We got 2,
We got the stairs.
and we got a lovely view of the garden.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
That being said, it's time to go. Bye.
Bye.